Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh, yes. Let me see what we got. Oh, shit. That's right. You know, Godzilla came back. Everybody loved it. He was hardly in the movie.
I know, like 20 minutes.
Everybody was just saying, oh, but he back, though. I hear him. Yeah,
he's going to show up. Y'all going to see.
He going to show up. And everybody, you know, and he made one of the worst movies. Was it 98 when it came out?
The Roland Emmerich movie?
The Roland Emmerich movie. Yeah, he made a shitty movie. Universally hated. And King Kong, 2005, came out, and people were like, oh, well, you know, it's decent. He did all right. You know, it's okay. Peter Jackson, 2005, King Kong. But some people said, you know, okay, Godzilla, it was shitty, but at least he changed it up a little bit. Peter Jackson came back. Maybe he added a brontosaurus or some giant bugs. But people said, you know, it's the same thing, man. You know, we've had this remade twice already.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Picking up King Kong and taking his ass to New York and then shooting him down.
Boring.
Boring. He comes from a place. Why you taking him to New York when he's got a home called Skull Island?
It's true.
All kind of shit. You took him to New York, this shit happened. You start putting a bullet in his big ass. You know, but on Skull Island, it was all kind of giant shit and mystery and bugs and monsters and everything. People like, you know, I want to hang out with that shit.
I like of all the things they took. They're like dinosaurs and giant bugs. And like, we're going to get a really big ape.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, there's apes at the zoo. Get a dinosaur.
Yeah. You could have got giant roach and took that shit back. You wanted to fuck with the baddest dude there.
Yeah.
And then kill him.
It's because he stole a white woman.
He stole with tried to run off with that white woman.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. It was the 30s. Yeah, no, they're the biggest.
King Kong is just one big lynching.
Yeah, shit, the biggest nigga in town trying to run off with a blonde chick. No, hell no.
we won't stand for that.
Yeah.
I mean, look how many dudes get killed just trying to save her.
Yeah, they had to shoot him down. Couldn't find a rope big enough to lynch his ass.
Fuck it, just shoot him.
He sitting up there, King Kong ain't got y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. I love me some white pussy. Yeah, he paid for that shit, too. Leave King Kong alone. Here's the thing, though. People heard it. They said, yeah, Skull Island, that's where the party is. Let's hang out there. And that's what we got. It ain't King Kong's movie no more. No, the whole island gets top billing now. And people are saying, well, you know something? This could be some regular old CG monster-driven film right here, but they decided to do something a little different with this that people are at least saying, I'm curious what you can do here with this premise. Let's go ahead and take a look at Skull Island with your boy King Kong in there, and we'll go into more details after this.
Is that a monkey?
He's like, is that a tree in your fucking face? Answer me that, bitch.
Monkeys have tails,
Yeah.
bitch.
Would you call me? Tired of hearing all that monkey shit. Now, who want to talk some shit? Somebody else called me a monkey.
Sam Jackson running.
That was him.
Yeah.
This is a good group of boys. We're all gonna die together out here. You shouldn't have come here.
Like, that shit ain't funny, man.
Yeah, I call that shit Nope Island.
You know,
like, no.
Not no, but hell no. And here's the thing that has me intrigued that I don't know if a lot of people have made this connection or if they're even talking about it, but as you can see, they've managed to make sort of a wartime monster film. And when I say wartime, I'm talking about Vietnam era. And I don't know how many. Now, we've seen World War II movies, and even with World War I, with Wonder Woman coming out, we've seen where they play with that and combine it with fantasy, and they make these fantasy films. But I've never really seen it done with Vietnam. You know, Vietnam just now people just saying
it's always been off limits.
Yeah,
like, it's sacred. You don't talk about that.
Yeah, we've just crossed the line of too soon. You know, it's like it's open now. We're good. We're kind of over it. You know, we learned that homeless dude, he didn't really go to Vietnam. He's been lying this whole time. You know, everybody's okay with it. And when I look at that, this director, I don't know if I was looking up his filmography. I don't think he's really done any big monster movies before. I know he's directed 17 films, but he must really love war. And he must be a big fan of Apocalypse Now, because I'm looking at this. if you look at it, and I'm a big fan of Apocalypse Now, so I immediately noticed almost the hues of the color that they use, those dusty reds and golden oranges and whatnot. And you can see the helicopter going towards Kong right there. That's a shot from the movie. That shot almost looks like Apocalypse Now. Almost looks like the poster of Apocalypse Now. I actually had it. I'll show it to you in a little while later. I can edit it in right here. But if you look at the poster for Apocalypse Now, it looks almost exactly like that, heavily influenced from that. The other thing with this is that, I think people like me are happy to see that Kong is, they finally admitting, like, yeah, he's running shit here.
Yeah, that's why I call him King Kong.
That's why let's live up that king. I know bitch ass Kong, falling over some chick and catching a bullet for it. No, with this, I like it that, look, they show Kong in charge now. He's even walking like, yeah, I wish a bitch would pick me up and take me back to New York and pull some shit.
Man, that shit right there where he stops to look around.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have peed my pants.
Who the hell is this?
Yeah, proud. Looking at everybody. I'll run this motherfucker here.
Yeah. Who you staring at?
Yeah, walking around all bucked up and shit.
Like somebody daddy.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah. Y'all stop all that and hooping and hollering in here. Like when you did a slumber party of your friends.
Yep.
And then daddy come walk in the room, stop up all that noise. I got to go to work in the morning. Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson. It's a Kong finally is living up to his name. Kong. And King Kong. Also, Corey, you'll appreciate this. We got the return, the reuniting of Dr. Dre and Eazy-E in this.
Yeah, I saw him.
Corey Hawkins and Jason Mitchell, man. Who are both in this film right here. Probably you didn't recognize him because, one is a soldier and I guess the other is kind of a scientist. Damn. Eazy-E, he's a nigga with not so much attitude right there.
So which one you think's gonna die? I don't know.
Both. Probably both, but definitely Jason Mitchell. When you put a black dude in a monster movie and he's crying, he's dead.
But they don't like having smart brothers and stuff either. They die too.
And they played NWA, so man, Ice Cube survived Anaconda. Maybe one of them can survive King Kong.
No. When you crying,
true.
He's about to be a snack. That brother dead. You can't be no black man crying in a horror movie. Like he was a badass up until that point, right there. And you're right. The other brother, they might get him. But this is
he did.
Let's save him for last.
Damn, yeah, you're right. These Negroes are gone. I'm trying to be one too smart and one too scared. Shit, he about to get shot by a cop right there just for holding up a gun.
You thought you was, end of Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? There's a lot of things that had me looking forward to this. I'm like, man, this looks exciting. I'm intrigued by it. And then your boy John C. Reilly had to pop in.
Yeah, I feel like he's either going to derail this movie or it's going to be like, all right, we can kind of look over how goofy your character is. But
yeah.
God, I hope they don't give him too much screen time.
Hold on. Okay, now, I know that you're quick to say you need some kind of humor so that people don't take all this stuff too seriously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the silliness of it just, it suffers under its own weight. He could be that.
I feel like with Samuel L. Jackson in there, you don't really need him. Like Samuel L. Jackson could just say anything. You're like, that's funny.
But you see,
It depends on which Samuel Jackson you get.
Well, looking at this right here, I mean, it'd be one thing. Like he comes in, like there's a lot of things that happen when he comes into the picture. I mean, for one, he just looks silly. He looks like Popeye's daddy, Poop Deck Pappy right there. Poop Deck.
He looks like the fisherman on the fish sticks box.
Yeah, the Gordon fisherman. He looks way too comical with this fake ass beard on right here,
and carrying a sword.
He comes into it and he's all, he comes in laughing and making jokes. Like John C. Reilly, he just finally gave up trying to be a serious actor. Everything he's in right now, he's just funny. He's just fucking, I don't care. Even when he's in dramas, he's the funny guy.
Okay, hear me out. So they're going to get there and not know what's going on. And you're going to need somebody to come out and give the audience or these characters the exposition. You're here. This is how it works. This is what's happening here. You need a guy with humor so that you don't listen to it and go, okay, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he's just cracking jokes at the wrong times.
We're all gonna die together out here. He shouldn't have come.
I like the way Jason Mitchell's looking at him. Like, you look at this Jason Mitchell looking at his ass like, hey, man, get your fucking hands off me. This shit, he's just like, what the fuck is so funny? He's like, I'm black. I'm gonna die anyway. You don't have to rub the shit in. But, I don't know. I just feel like once he's introduced, they're going to be trying too hard to try to make him funny. Feels like some of the humor's forced right here.
And he's gonna die.
And you think he's going to die?
Oh yeah.
You might as well bring in that fucking, what is it, Dr. Steve Brule that he's
I know.
Fool your monkeys. Oh, Martin don't like that's that Tim and Eric shit right there. That's how silly he's got. That's how he don't take shit seriously, man. He's hanging out with Tim and Eric now.
They ruined him.
Doing this shit. And there's and the creatures in here, it's like, maybe you shouldn't have shown them. Maybe you should have kept that a mystery.
Man, people just can't make you happy, no matter what they do.
No, because we've already seen
It's like,
Kong.
man, just show the creatures. We ain't kids no more. You got to show. You can't just hide it from us the whole time.
No, you know that, man. We always talk about how much they show in trailers, and I think at this point, you show Kong. And then you talk about these creatures that are, the skull demons or skull devils. And I'm like, okay, you know what? The name sounds scary because when you finally show the shit, it looks ridiculous, man. Lizards wearing skulls on their heads. When I look at that, I'm like, all right, you know something? When I watch the movie now, I've already got a form in my head that shit is just silly. Because I'm looking at the trailer right there. Don't scare me. Don't make me feel threatened. In fact, they got a Pokemon that does the same fucking thing right there.
Cubone.
Cubone, yeah. This shit just one giant Cubone right there,
I feel like because they're supposed to Godzilla's going to end up fighting King Kong at some point because Universal's trying to bring that back.
Yeah, they
I
are.
feel like these are the prototypes for the things that Godzilla fought in the newer movie with Kick-Ass.
Interesting, man. For the things that Godzilla actually fought.
Yeah, the Mewtwo's and whatever they call them.
Because they trying to make that shared universe
that
now.
crossover.
That they're going to get the King Kong and Godzilla version of the Avengers now.
Everybody wants to be Marvel.
Everybody want to be Marvel, man. To the point y'all got King Kong and Godzilla doing WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got that universe. Tag team each other, fighting lizard skulls. It's and you know what? I mean, I can see that. I'll give the creatures a chance, but it even when I was looking at the trailer after some of the sillier things were popping up to me. Some of the things that they looked at before, and I'm like, oh, this could be really cool. I went back and saw, like, no, that just sounds stupid. Like, they talk about how they found a mysterious island that nobody knows about. And they look on a map, and the island's got a fucking face. How can you miss an island that's a big piece of land that's staring back at you? They talk about, nobody saw this shit right there. The more I look at this, the sillier that it is. For something I was really happy and excited about, the sillier it just keeps getting to me.
I feel like they're going to explain it because they showed when they were flying towards it that it was a whole bunch of clouds surrounding it. So it may be just always in a storm and the eye just happened to open up a little bit and they got a picture of it.
Bermuda Triangle. And you don't know what the scale of that is.
It's big enough to where they can see it from a satellite.
That's true.
Big ass Mac tonight looking at you. Come on. Looking like Frankenstein and shit. I mean, how did people miss that all these years? Hey, all might be explained in the movie. I don't know. Yeah,
what's gotten into you, man?
He was burned by Godzilla. That's why he don't want to get.
Actually, I really like Godzilla. I did. Now, you know what? I'm looking forward to this. And maybe
you are.
I am. Believe it or not,
you are so all over the place.
This looks stupid. I can't wait for this to come out.
I'm happy it's made. I can't wait to see it. Even though I don't know why, because I look at this and I'm like, even King Kong looks like a bitch because it looks like Samuel Jackson can beat his ass. I'm looking at this right here.
Yeah,
I'm
Samuel Jackson can beat his ass. That's the Samuel Jackson. I'm about to die, but I'm gonna say one badass thing before I go.
Yo, hell yeah! Better yet, don't say a fucking word and hope you get out of it because I'm more scared of Samuel Jackson than King Kong in this.
Well, after Deep Blue Sea, he's hoping he can finish his sentence.
Exactly. I'm looking at him right now. Come on, motherfucker.
I mean, that's one of the things, especially with them having Samuel L. Jackson, Brie Larson, John Goodman, like all these actors that I'm like, all right, I can kind of believe
Tom Hiddleston,
like I can kind of believe them in this situation. But when the Peter Jackson one came out, it was like Jack Black, Naomi Watts, and
it was a terrible miscast.
Adrian
Brody.
Yeah.
Adrian Brody. You're just like, oh God, why are these people here? Like you guys are waifs and serious actors. Like you should not be on Skull
It's
Island.
almost like they did perfect casting for the 2005 King Kong, and then they just went back and fired them and did the opposite of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't get it. So you're right. This does have a great cast, and I'm looking forward to seeing what drew these people into it. What's up?
Money, shit. A franchise.
Oh, Martin, it could be a great script.
It could, though.
It could.
It's got a lot of potential, I think.
And you're wondering why. Look, I said there's a lot of silly things in this movie.
We're talking about a giant gorilla.
Martin, you know what? But hey, that giant gorilla made a very classic film, one of the most iconic movie images that we've ever seen. So I'm not going to knock it for its premise. In fact, I like where the trend is going for these giant creatures right here, because I'm the kind of dude that always wanted them to be heroes, man. You know, when they started coming out with those.
Not me.
Oh, see, that's because you ain't got no heart, man. You know,
It's something that big is going to be destructive, even if it doesn't want to be.
You the dude that's like yelling out there when King Kong, when everybody should have been rooting from them. You out there, yeah, kill that nigga, man. You know, you didn't have nobody's back.
He was kidnapping people.
Yeah. Because they took him out of his element. If they'd have just left him alone and let him.
Well, they should have left him alone.
Yeah, they should have left him alone.
Didn't he kidnap her on the island too?
Yeah, but they set her up there.
They set her up there. He was helping her out. You know, it was.
Well, no, he was trying to get a piece.
And but he helped her. He got to get something. You're like, hey, I got you out now. Hey, you know, come on. Just a hand job or something.
just wrap your whole body around.
She's like, my hands are this small. Just give me a hug. But you know, in this, King Kong looks like he's gonna be an ally. He's gonna look like he's gonna be friendly with Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson. Man, you know, it looks like
they have a common enemy.
And they have actually a common enemy where they're fighting creatures and probably some bad humans. And I was always that dude. Like, I used to watch Godzilla, the original, and I used to watch the original King Kong, and I was that dude that was crying. They just didn't understand him.
Sure.
If they just left him alone, or if they just were born in a different area, just didn't walk into the wrong part of Japan or something, you know, everything could have been cool. I grew up on the shit afterwards where my generation said, all right, you know, we know how you kids feel, and plus we're going to keep making money out of this shit, and they made them heroes. Like I showed you that 1966 King Kong that came out from
the cartoon.
The cartoon from Rankin Bass.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Big as a man. One day a boy too young to know the danger.
He's about, man.
Kidnapping white people.
Kidnapping white little boy.
I like how he's just walking around in a forest. It's not even the jungle.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I know, looking like Where's Waldo and shit.
How'd that boy get there?
Parents offered them as an offering to King Kong.
But when I was a kid, I used to watch this cartoon all the time.
Yeah, man, and that's what I grew up on. I used to like that. There was even one from the 2000s where it wasn't just a little boy that was lost in the jungle, or his parents set him up to get lost, and a big monkey kidnapped his ass. You know, they had one where they actually worked with King Kong. They had like a cyber link with him. Like they put it.
I remember this.
You remember this one?
I do.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, where it was a jungle goddess that tried to help them out, and King Kong was actually their ally, helping them fight all kind of other creatures and bad corporations.
Yeah, I feel like they made 10 episodes of this, and they're like, all right, we good.
Yeah, it was a piece of shit.
Yo, it was awful.
Yeah. But, yeah, you know what? The heart was in the right place. That's why I'm looking forward to him and Godzilla teaming up. I'm looking forward to them actually being friends with humans now.
Were they ever friends?
Yeah. Yeah. Who's that?
I thought King Kong and Godzilla. Who's that? Yeah, of course they were. Wait, who are you talking about? Godzilla and King Kong. Were they ever friends?
Oh yeah, man. After nobody saw it, but after they tore up shit, they went drinking together.
When the cameras turned off.
Yeah, when the cameras turned off, they went to the bar together, man. You know, they was out there. Hey, King Kong would be Godzilla's wingman one weekend, and vice versa.
There was some Godzilla movie I saw. It was probably over 10 years ago, where he was. He was like the good guy fighting off some other creature, and once he was done and everybody in Japan was cheering for him, he just stood around and just started destroying the city. It was as the movie was going off, and like he just like, well, now that's taken care of. Let me get rid of y'all.
Time to get to work.
Well, somebody said some shit to him, obviously. You know?
You couldn't kill him a little faster. Oh, I'll show you fast.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't very grateful, man.
Well, at least with this, man, with what they're showing of King Kong, we at least know we're gonna get more of him than we did in Godzilla in the most recent one.
And that is true too. If nothing else, it's like they learned their lesson. They said, hey, you know something? People want to see. They actually want to see King Kong do something,
right?
Especially if we're gonna have him introduced to this other world. It could end up being extremely silly because they set the tone the wrong way, or it could be pretty badass and everything comes into the right balance.
It looks more badass to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it? Do you? And why?
Well, the Vietnam tone, only the John C. Reilly scenes is him interjecting comic relief, but the rest of it seemed pretty serious. I did think those creatures looked scary enough, whether they're wearing skulls or not. And even Kong, he's got so much personality, and he's such a threat in the beginning. It's like, man, I don't even want to step too hard around this dude.
I know. It's like he's not just a destructive force now. Like I said, he knows that he's running the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So I think, look, I'm looking forward to it. I always have to brace myself for the worst, man. That's it.
You're doing all this talking now. The movie doesn't come out till how many months from now?
March 2017, right?
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
4 months,
right
5 months away.
Yeah. So by the time this rolls around, you'll forget everything you just said.
No, I will not. No, I will not. I always brace myself for the worst, but am ready for the best. So 2017, we'll see Kong rule again.
He gonna be in that movie dressed in a gorilla suit holding Mia. Baby.
with my dick out for Harambe. Gamefly brings to your house, to you, over 8,000 new releases and classics that are available to rent, or you can buy them for almost every system out there, current and some old systems. Like I said, man, I've been trying to put my GameCube back to work for years. Gamefly's giving me an excuse to do that. And you can even try 30 days for free by typing in gameflyoffer.com/double toasted. And when you do that, you'll get 30 days for free of games and movies. Get all those things, all of them at once. Just stay in the house. Don't go nowhere, because they're all going to get brought right to your mailbox. You can also bring the element of surprise every month to your home in the form of a Loot Crate mystery box. In that box, I can't tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you it is the best in geek and gaming gear. Some people say it's like having Comic-Con brought right to your home. You don't have to leave the house for nothing. You're getting all kind of stuff. And everybody likes a little surprise every month, just a little bit. And here's another surprise for you. If you go to our link, trylootcrate.com/double toasted, and you type in bridge 10, that's the word bridge and the number 10, you can get 10% off, a 10% discount on your first crate. How's that for a surprise right there? Loot Crate, bring the mystery and the surprise to your mailbox once a month with Loot Crate. Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com, for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasty.